$17.6 billion. That's billion with a B. That is the size of our state government's forecasted surplus. It is the largest surplus our state has ever had by an enormous margin. In this video, I will break down the structure of this surplus and what could or should be done with it. Hello everyone, Nolan West here. This surplus is mind-bogglingly large. Our total state budget is just under $52 billion. $17.6 billion is a third of our state's total budget. It's an astronomical amount of money that could fund basically anything you could think of. $12 billion of that 17.6 is money left on the bottom line from last session. That means it's one-time money, and the remaining $5.6 billion is called a structural surplus. That is money that will be ongoing assuming economic conditions remain the same. This surplus was created by tax revenue being higher and spending being lower than expected. Looking at where our state spends taxpayer dollars, you can see that K-12 education and health and human services account for over 2/3 of our state's spending. We spent $280 million less on education because enrollment is going down in our public schools. This is from both our slowing population growth as a state and from a significant number of parents opting their kids out of public school in favor of private schools due to Governor Walz's shutdowns. We have over-collected from our taxpayers by $17.6 billion. Meanwhile, those same taxpayers are just getting hammered by inflation. We need serious tax relief to help people, particularly those on fixed incomes like Social Security. And with this much money, I would even consider sending out rebate checks to taxpayers like Jesse Ventura did back in the day. We also need to be aware that most of this surplus is one-time money. Once it's spent, it's gone. So we shouldn't be creating a litany of new government programs and entitlements. The $12 billion in one-time money should be spent on critical infrastructure like Highway 65 and wastewater treatment plants, and rebate checks sent directly to taxpayers. And the structural surplus, the $5 billion, should be returned to taxpayers in permanent ongoing tax relief. And that starts with the complete elimination of our state taxes on Social Security. Unfortunately, despite campaigning on eliminating Social Security taxes, Democrats have started to back away from the issue. Look at this article from MinnPost, and MinnPost isn't some right-wing publication. They say, criticism of repealing the state tax on Social Security benefits comes after several DFLers campaigned in support of the repeal in swing districts that were key to the DFL's control of state government. Also, the governor said in a press conference that he isn't taking tax hikes off the table in his budget. He said doing so would be disingenuous, which I guess I agree with that. And that is why you should never trust a Democrat who say they want to lower taxes. They only mean it if they believe that they have to cut a deal with Republicans. But if they have full control of state government, like they do now, they lose all political will to decrease taxes, even on our seniors. Now, this giant surplus is very good news for Highway 65, but watching Democrats walk away from eliminating taxes on Social Security and considering new taxes on top of that, despite this astronomically large surplus, is disheartening. This session, my focus will be to keep this surplus from being squandered. We have had record fraud in this state government over the last year, and I will be serving in the minority, but both bodies of the legislature have razor-thin Democrat majorities. I will work with them as much as I can to do what's best for our state and taxpayers. So that's all I have today. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time.